Welcome, 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 everyone. This is my very first time with the Next Chapter Chronicles. And I just wanted to welcome Deborah. She is one of my business partners living in Mexico. And Deborah, why don't you just start by introducing yourself, maybe talk a little bit about how you ended up in Mexico and what led you to this business.
Hi, thank you, Susan, first of all, for having me. It's a privilege, and so nice to see you again. We met in Mexico conference in November. Anyways, my name's Deborah, and I live in Puerto Vallarta. I'm a Canadian gal. I moved to Mexico about 23 years ago, kind of a life change. I came to Mexico in a totally different field. I didn't know anybody. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know about the business I was starting up in. I was just starting right from scratch. And fast forward 23 years, I worked for a vacation club as a member services liaison. And I guess about in 2020, when the pandemic hit, that, changed everybody's course of life, and businesses were shut down. And of course, being in the vacation industry, we were shut down for 5 months. I still worked, but I didn't get any pay for 5 months. So that was a light bulb moment. I thought, oh my goodness, it's like Warren Buffett says, you can't rely on a single income. You need to invest in yourself and create a second source. So I started looking on the internet to see, what kind of business could I do? And, that led me to this online business.
Well, and I mean, multiple streams of income. That is so important. I mean, especially we've all got that wake up call with the pandemic, and, lots of people, I didn't know you'd lost your whole income stream. So that is scary, isn't it?
It was.
Many people did. And, I think a lot of people started looking for side hustles at about that time. So you're in Mexico, you're in Puerto Vallarta, right?
Correct.
You said Puerto Vallarta. And I mean, what brought you there in the first place?
Well, it was kind of through friends of mine. They had, friends of mine had a friend who was a project developer for the company, and they knew I liked Mexico. I had traveled here several times before. And so they kind of put the bug in my ear and said, why don't you go work for our friend in Mexico? You like Mexico. And I like I said, I didn't even know what that business was all about. And they said, well, go try it for 6 months, because I had an aesthetic business for 20 years. And they said, go try it for 6 months. And, the worst case scenario, you had a 6 months vacation in Mexico. And, if you come back, all your clients will come back to you in a heartbeat. So I thought, why not,
Yeah.
Moved down there and never looked back.
Oh, that's cool. So, yeah. I mean, you moved there before you started this business, but we know people, we met them in Mexico at the Playa del Carmen conference that you and I met at, who are actually moving because of this business. They're making their big escape now, after they've been able to replace their income. And so, I mean, I think there was 2 people that we were there with that were planning on moving to Mexico and were really looking around, weren't they?
Yes. And actually,
but you did it the opposite way.
I did it the opposite way. Yeah. But you're so right. There's a couple in our business community that are coming down on the next weekend, and they are looking to move here permanently.
To Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah, to Puerto Vallarta. And I haven't met them in person, just on our Zoom meetings. So, it's that just shows how global this business is,
I mean, it really is, isn't it? And we were just in a meeting this morning, and there were 900 and well, I think I saw 999 at one point. I don't know if it went over 1,000 or not, but that was pretty awesome. So really, I mean, that's a part of this chapter. that we're in right now. And what does your life look like now as a digital business owner? You're still working, I understand, at your other job
Yes, I'm still working.
in the travel
Still
industry.
working full time, and sorry, let me just shut that off. I'm still working full time, and I'm doing this business on the side. But it's given me, having this business has given me a new kind of lease on life, if you will. It's kind of given me a refocus, a reboot, if you will,
Right.
to have a new direction. Because before I was just kind of, I was on that hamster wheel, and until the pandemic hit. But since I've been in the business, I've been more focused. Now I know a direction. I know what I want to do. I plan to retire from the business I'm working in right now in 2 years, and do my digital business full time and help other people, achieve their dreams and goals.
Oh, really, that's a big part of what I love about this too, is that, we can share it, and we're helping ourselves, we're helping others. It's like being on a plane, right?
Yes.
How they say, put your mask on first, and then help others along. So what lessons do you think you've learned that you maybe would like other people to know?
Have no fear.
Oh,
Have no fear. I mean, fear can hold you back from trying new things and going for those things that are really dear to your heart that, you maybe put on the back burner because, fear or whatever circumstances have, not giving you the confidence to, go for your dreams and dream big. And
yeah.
this business has given me a lot more confidence. I've gained a lot of new skills that I didn't have before because, as you know, in this business, you don't have to be tech smart, to do this business.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And no fear. I think that's really, that's one of our limiting beliefs, isn't it? So many of us, we have so many limiting beliefs. And I think one of the things that has happened with many of us, I think that we find that in our meetings and that we've overcome so many of those limiting beliefs, haven't we?
We sure have.
Even doing this first interview for me. Oh gosh. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with everyone. We were literally scampering around trying to do, I don't even think that this is probably even going live to your page because we're not experts yet, but we will be in a couple of months. And Deborah is going to probably start doing some interviews as well, aren't you?
Right. One of my fears doing this business, you're probably going to laugh, is doing this kind of thing, doing go lives. I was just like, no, I can't do it, can't do it. But, in our program that we're in, like we're from this morning, I just pushed myself out of my comfort zone and said, you know what? You can only get better. You can only gain more confidence by doing them. And now I'm like, I'm kind of looking forward to creating a go live, like my mindset shifted.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. That's so funny because, I think it's everybody's fears, isn't it? Like we all had that fear of, and Carolyn, by the way, says hi to all of
Carolyn.
us. Hi, Carolyn. Well, I remember when I got into this business, I started in the summertime when I was out at the lake, and I thought, I'm going to do a go live. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll do a video first. I was so scared doing the video to post onto my page, let alone going live. So yeah, but we all sort of have each other to cheer us on. That's one of the great things, isn't it, is our community. And they cheer us on, and they give us confidence. We have one member who, is so wonderful. He gives us all kinds of ideas as far as, just having confidence in ourselves and, meditating, being calm, having the law of attraction. He's wonderful. Yes. So you're thinking about retiring, in a couple of years. And what do you think you're going to do once you retire? Are you going to stay in Mexico? Or are you going to do more travel? What are you planning?
I'm going to do more, traveling. Traveling's one of my passions. So I'm still kind of up in the air about, whether I'll make Puerto Vallarta my home base. But I do want to spend some time in Canada because, all my family is in Canada and, they're growing and my great nieces and nephews are, getting older. So I actually have a great nephew I haven't even met yet. So yeah, I want to spend more time with them and travel. I love to travel and that's one of my passions.
Yeah. And that's one of the amazing things about this is you can travel, you can take it with you. I know I walked the Camino Portuguese in 2023. What is it? Yeah, 2023. Okay. And so I took it with me. I was answering questions and putting people on my team and working from my phone while I was walking a Camino. And, so you won't have any problems with that.
No.
What excites you the most about the future? Is it the travel or the money? Is it helping people? It's most
kind of all encompassing, obviously the money is a nice perk. But I've always been, the work I've always done has always been in a mode of helping people. When I had my aesthetic business, I was helping people look good and feel good about themselves. In the business now I'm helping people with their vacation memberships. In this digital business, I'm, helping people, start their dreams, start their business so that they can create, their goals and their dreams. So it's always been in a helping capacity. So, that's why I want to continue doing that.
Yeah. We hear that a lot in our community, don't we? Having that attitude of service. Exactly. And I really resonate with that too. I feel like, so many of us do, in fact, don't we? So, thank you. That is a really, really important part of it. So if you could give one piece of advice, and I know that, and we're not sure if we're live on your page or not, but if we aren't, what, we're going to try to get this posted as a replay. But so what sort of advice would you give to anybody right now who's sort of thinking about doing this business? Somebody who's sort of sitting on the fence wondering, should I hit that learn more button or, what should I do?
Just go for it. You're meant to live a life of abundance, and that's what, our fellow law of attraction coach always says. And it's so true. And so, don't let fear hold you back, and just go for your dreams and, don't hold yourself back.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, Deborah, thank you so much. I have to say that I love the support that I get from you and all of our community. And it's, you know what? You stepped up and became my first interview. And I am so happy because there has been a few little glitches but I think this is working out.
We worked it out.
So everybody who is maybe watching the replay, or if you're watching this live right now, don't hesitate. You know what? Click on the Learn More button on my page or Deborah's page. And this is a business that anyone can thrive in. And we've seen that from people all over the world. And it's amazing. So if you're, from somewhere else, like if you're from Fiji and you're watching this and you think, well, Fiji, can I do this business here? Yes, you can. If you're in Mexico and you want to do this business, yes, you can. If you're in Costa Rica or Panama, yes, you can. Mm-hmm. So we are global. Mm-hmm. We have a great community. We have wonderful training. And what else? we have great masterminds. We're always on top of everything that's new every week. Right. And, I just really encourage you. There is a fee. It's $149 to have a deeper look into our business. We want to see serious people who really want to work and want to build an additional income, a side hustle, multiple streams of income. So, if you are just sitting on the fence wondering about it, click those learn more buttons. And we hope to see you on the other side. Deborah, thank you. Thank you so much for being my first interview.
Well, thank you, Susan, for having me.
I cannot wait to see you this summer, because I know we're going to get together, right?
We are. Can't wait to see you again.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.